this tutorial, I'm going to go over how to set up FoxyProxy on Firefox for use with Burp Suite Community Edition. This demonstration is taking place on a system running Windows 10 Pro version 21H1, but the steps that I go through should not be too different if you are on a different operating system or a recent version of Windows that is different from mine. The first step here is to start up Burp Suite. If I go to the Help tab, About, you can see that the version of Burp Suite that I'm using is the Community Edition, version 2022.2.4. Head over to the Proxy tab and ensure that in the Intercept subtab, Intercept is off. Next, we'll head over to the Options subtab where we can see the default proxy settings. Burp is configured to run on the local loopback address 127.0.0.1 using port 8080. If we click on Edit, we can change the bound port and specify a different address. For now, we'll use the default settings. Next, we'll click on Regenerate CA Certificate. This certificate authority cert will be used by Burp's proxy service and the HTTPS resource we are testing to negotiate TLS connections. In the confirmation window asking us if we are sure we want to regenerate Burp's certificate, go ahead and choose Yes. Then close and reopen Burp so that the new certificate change takes effect. Now that Burp is reopened, our next step is to import that CA cert that was generated into the Firefox browser. We'll go ahead and open Firefox and head over to Options and Settings. And you can see here, if I scroll down, that the version of Firefox that I'm using is 98.0.2, and also that my Firefox is up to date. Select Privacy and Security on the left side and scroll down all the way to the bottom to View Certificates. Open a new tab and enter the URL from Burp's Proxy Listener Settings page, which in my case is 127.0.0.1, port 8080. Click on the CA certificate in the upper right hand corner and save the file. And if you open the file, you'll see the information about the certificate, such as who the cert is issued to, who issued the cert, and its valid date range. Clicking on the details will show you additional information such as the type of hash algorithm used and public key. Head back to the Firefox Certificate Manager window and make sure you are in the Authorities tab. Select Import and select that cert. And a pop-up window notifies us that we are being asked to trust the port swigger CA. Add a checkmark next to Trust the CA to identify websites. And you can also view to see the same information we saw when we opened the cert before in Firefox. Go ahead and click OK to accept, and then OK to close the Certificate Manager window. If you need to make changes to the options you selected or view the certificate details, just click back on View Certificates, select the certificate at the top of the list, and select the letter P on your keyboard to jump down the list to port swigger. Once there, you can click Edit, Trust to alter the settings, or View to see the cert details again. To install FoxyProxy, we'll head over to the Firefox Options section, select Add-ons and Themes, and search for FoxyProxy. Click on FoxyProxy Standard. And then Add to Firefox. And we'll click on Add one more time. You can see that the version that I have installed is 7.5.1. And in the top right, we are asked whether or not we want to enable this extension in private windows. I'll leave that off for now and click OK. You'll also notice that the FoxyProxy icon has a red slash on top of it, signifying that it is off. Currently, there are no profiles. We'll add a profile for Burp by selecting Options, then Add, and enter the values from Burp. I'll start by entering the profile name, Burp, followed by the proxy address, 127.0.0.1, port 8080, and then click Save. In order to start routing our browser traffic through Burp's proxy, we'll click on the FoxyProxy icon and select our newly created profile, Burp. Back in Burp's HTTP history subtab, we can see that Burp has already started monitoring some traffic. I'll go ahead and split screen Burp and Firefox. Enter a URL in Firefox, and right away you can see the additional traffic start to populate the HTTP history subtab. And with those settings configured, we're all set. Just be sure to switch the FoxyProxy profile to off when you're done. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments section below.